Boo. Evening, everyone. Afternoon. Good morning. Welcome to Finish It February, a relaxed kind of show, completely different. It's just me, you, and Fizz, of course. If you don't know me, my name is Stuart, and I run the shop, the Wool Patch in Long Melford, Suffolk, UK. In the chat, Fizz has already been chatting away. Let's have a look. Oh, I haven't even got half my windows open because we were pre-chatting. Where's my comments? Who's around on this here in the UK freezing cold Sunday? Margarita. Good evening, everybody. Sorry I missed the last live. No problems at all, Margarita. No problems. We've got. We had a little yesterday. Couldn't believe it, out of the blue. Unbelievable. Wasn't even on any forecast or anything. It was lovely. We had about a couple of centimetres. I'll be shoveling tomorrow morning. Good luck. Who else have we got? Oh yes, Dinky Crafts. Hello. Lurking while knitting a top-down sweater. Oh, a test knit. Very nice. Fizz is in the chat, as always. Oh, she's gone quiet now. She's typing. You still there, Fizz? Oh, yeah, she's there. All right. Oh, no, I don't think I included the Facebook one this time. I thought perhaps not. JB, hello. Oh, I've got to forget now. I want to say Jennifer, but it's not, is it? Oh, why can't I remember? Good. Julie. Oh, it says there. Read first, Stuart. Good afternoon from Julie and Terry in sunny but cold Hot Springs, Arkansas. Oh, I should just read it first. Hey, Jenny. Good to see you. And Fran. Hey, Fran. And, oh, where's my comments box? That's going all over the place. There we go. Emmy, I'm lurking today as I'm in the... Oh, fabulous. I like the sound of that. Jimbo, good to see you. And Margaret. Hiya, Fizz and Stuart and everyone. Hey, Susan. So many people here. And Rob, I'm loving this. For some reason, and Karen. Oh, and my mum too. Hello, mum. I'll see you tomorrow lunchtime. I thought that there might not be many people around at all because it's not the monthly show, but a nice, relaxed, chilled show. So we're talking about Finish It February. So Finish It February. If you don't know, I'm hoping some of you are doing it. Was something... I don't know whether it was coined by Roxanne, but it's sort of a thing in the knitting world. But I saw it from following Roxanne Richardson. And this idea where you just take stock, probably in January, really. We should be finishing it in February. But the idea is you go through all your works in progress and you decide whether you're going to keep it or ditch it. Or you can't decide, so you put it back in the cupboard till next year. So I thought we would do it now in February. And actually, I've just done this poll. Where are we with the poll? Let's have a look. The poll, have you got over 5 whips? I was originally going to put 10, and Fizz went, oh no, 5. But 59% of you have said you've got over 5 whips. So now I'm thinking perhaps I should have done 10. That's a lot. Yeah, yeah. Let's see then. Right, so 56. Let's end it. Should we just do another one then? Start a poll. Who has over 10 whips? Let's try that. Be honest. So I thought I'll get my whips out. I don't have too many, and we can go through them, and we can go. If I push a few buttons, we can either go yay, we'll keep and we'll finish it in February into March. Nay, dump it, rip it out, dump the yarn, bin it, whatever. Or, not sure, bung it back in the cupboard and it'll probably sit there for another year till next January, February. We'll see. So I'm going to go through mine. We'll chat. We'll have a look in the comments. We can chat as we go along. We can talk about other things. Talk about other stuff coming up. And if you come and you hang out for the whole show, great. If you need to go off, get a cup of tea or whatever, do so. I'll still be here probably chatting away. Right. Oh, hey, Judith. Hello from... Oh, let's move this out of the way now. Hello from very snowy Toronto. It's been snowing since Friday. There is something quite magical about snow. I like it for a couple of days, and then I just want it gone. I don't want to go through the slushy bit afterwards. Slowly falling, gradually increasing, and no amount of shoveling gets caught up. Love that. Hey, Lois, isn't it just from Chile Londros? Karen's finish at February is going well. My Bolero... it's a bolero, isn't it? Well, bolero sounds much grand, doesn't it? My bolero is off the needles. Woohoo! Just need to do the collar, but I've no pattern and just make it... Wow, there's some skills there. Jimbo says I had 10, but finished a couple already. Okay. So there's a few. What's the poll at? 36 of you. That's about right then, isn't it? Karen says, my lavender and blue is also off the needles. Great one. Judith says, just when I thought I'd found all the whips, I find one more. I find more because I tidied them up for Christmas. Oh, right. Oh, right. Fizz only has 4. Right. Okay. One. Is it? Fizz is just saying one is being frogged. Okay. Where should we start? Knitting or crochet, Fizz? You decide. Knitting or crochet? For mine, yes. I don't know. Just say knitting or crochet, and I'll pick one. Right. Fizz says crochet. Okay, so... Here is my first whip, and it is the Reverie. This is quite a recent work in progress. This is my Christmas cast on. And let's move all this. There. Ooh, I look a bit pink in there, don't I? Change the colour a bit on that. That looks pink more than white, doesn't it? There we go. So if you can remember, this was my Christmas cast on that got the pattern. Fizz is, look at that, like a lightning bolt. She's put the Fizz. She's put the pattern in the chat. Looks brilliant, but it was one size only, which I didn't know at the time, and so we had this debate on what to do. We were talking on our last, I think we talked on the January show, didn't we, about whether to maybe use the same squares but put a panel down the middle. And we were looking at perhaps doing a knitted panel. I then perhaps questioned the idea about doing a panel down the side, and maybe that was going to be some sort of knitting, or to do another round. And actually I thought the easiest way and the quickest way, because there would take very little planning in that, would be to do another round. There was too much designing with this, measuring and counting and everything. So I did another round. So if we... Can I... I've got this new camera, top-down camera, and I don't fully know how to zoom. Oh, there we go. There. It finished there, and actually many of you said I probably only needed one more round to do, so I just did that, and I just did trebles in every stitch because I didn't think I needed any chain spaces because it's already very lacy, and I thought if I just did a solid lot of trebles, it will act as a border and make the chain spaces and the lace work really pop, and I think that does work a treat. But I'm a big fan of just doing a little tweak. I remember when I used to be a teacher, there was a great book I read. It was so good I can't remember the author, but it was called Tweak to Transform. This idea that actually you don't have to do huge things to make an impact or make a difference. And it's stuck with me ever since. So I thought I would do the go in the back loop to create a different effect. And I'm well chuffed with that because I've gone into the back loop. So therefore it's pushed the front loop forward and just added a little detail effect. In the corners, I skipped one just to carry on this sort of motif going here. And then I did three trebles, 3 chains, 3 trebles, which is the same here and here. And I'm really chuffed with that. So if we then, so what have I gained? Have I gained half an inch, half an inch and half an inch? So I'm gaining an inch per, and I've done them all. I've been really busy over sort of end of January, early February. So if you put, I haven't got an original one. Have I got an original one left? No. Fizz says, did I measure my chest? Not really. I thought it'll just work. And I know many of you now are just going, I can feel Colin doing that. You know, Colin, who's always knitting or crocheting for me, because he does everything with measurements and maths. But actually, if I... it's right, 22 inches. Yeah, that's right. 44 in total. Let's go back. There you go. There's the original. So you can see where the original fits. So you can see if I'm joining these together, I've actually gained, and let's zoom out a bit. I've actually gained quite a lot, haven't I? And I think that's going to work a treat. So I'll only need 2 of those. This will be the join round the side of my body, and then back on. So shall we measure that? This will be, we'll do this live, because if this works, Fizz, this means it will be a yay because I'm keeping it. But if it's an A, if it doesn't work, it's definitely going in the nay pile. Or I might sew them together. No, actually, I might sew them together to make like a table run or something. There we go. So in theory, that's my body. That's my bit here. Shall we measure it? Right, I've got to find a tape measure. I want to. I know what I'm going to do. Let's have. Right, end this poll. Let's do another one. Start poll. Do you have faith that this will be a yay pile? Let's do that. Okay, I've just put a poll up. Come on, everyone. Are you going to be who's going to be like me and just thinks it's going to be a yay, or are some of you rolling your eyes now? Did I hear you say Curly Sue's in the house? Sue, where's my keys? Oh, 10-minute quilter's in. Hello, good to see you. Oh, because I know she would be rolling her eyes. That's for sure. Not 10-minute quilter, Sue. Right, I'm finding a tape measure, aren't I? Oh, let's dig it out. Let's dig it out. So let's just do a quick measurement now. Okay. So Fizz says she wants it to be a yay because she wants to see how we're going to dye it and do the lavender and blue, because that was going to be the next step. How many of you think it's going to be a yay, or how many of you going, yeah, no? Stuart should have measured it and done it math. So my chest. Yeah. 41 over my pecs. So what are we saying? 20-ish. Here we go. Hang on, before I measure it, let's have a look. Oh, look at that! 90% of you. I'm going to end it now. Who was the 10? I wish that would tell me. 20 votes. Who could do the maths on that? 20 votes. 89% said yes. How many people is that said no? Right. Let's have a look. Where's my? Oh no, I need this one. Let's zoom out. Oh, you gotta love it. We need to what, Fizz? We need it to be what? Look at that. So I need to do a few more bench presses to fill out. But that's going to work, people. Look at that. I'm clearly, I'm going to have a bit of ease there for once. Well, ka-ching. Thank you to all those people that had faith in me for that bowl. Right. And let's do... oh no, what do I need to do? Right, where's me yays? Yays. Boom. 1. Oh no, I don't want to do that one. Brilliant. There we go. So that's a yay. How we are. Let's just go to the chat. Oh, hey, YouTube user. Howdy. All right. Thank you, Emmy. It's looking good, isn't it? Julie, thank you. Dinky looks nice, like the detail. Wonderful. A big yay. Those squares are beautiful. Thank you very much. I think it's going to work out well. And I'm scrolling like the clappers. YouTube, I thought it was the end for the Woad for Lavender Blue. Looking forward to seeing. Yes. Right. No, it's not the end at all. It was you. Oh no, I thought you said no. Right. I'll let you off. I'll take that back. Right, there we go. So right. And that goes back into the whip bag. A wonderful, not so posh Arcada bag. Did did you see? I know I need a new one. Did you see the posh new redesigned bags? They've linked up with Steve and West. Did you see them, Fizz? Now, I love redesigned. I've been thinking about getting them in the shop. They're very high end, but Yarnworks have got them in, and the other yarn shop down the road have got them in. So quite a few yarn shops near me have got them in. So I don't think I can compete, but they are very, very nice. They are beautiful project bags for the knitter. Leather, high end. They're a bit like Mood. Have you seen them, Fizz? Have they? I'm sure they're hit America. Yeah. Well, they've done a collab with Stephen West, and it doesn't surprise me. I'm surprised they didn't do it a lot earlier. And he's got his own colour, aubergine. So it's, classic Stephen West colour, really bright, rather than the classic leather colour of tan or dark tan. They look amazing. You have to start saving. You have to start saving your pennies up. So there we go. I know you need a fair bit of money, but I think they are completely worth it. There are some things where you just think, oh, not sure about that, but this is a small independent brand, a Danish brand. They know what to do, don't they? Margarita says that's going to work because you lose. Absolutely, yes. You did vote yes. Sorry, I'll take that back. Oh, well, hey Sue, you just treated myself to Project 20. Yeah, it is lovely. Oh, Rob, I gave my partner a mood bag for Christmas. Oh, the two designs are wonderful. Jenny says I saw the bags, look gorgeous. Oh, I've got it. One up. Okay, let's do another one. Should we do knitting? And I know just the one to do. We're going to go for I've forgotten the. Yes, let's do that one, Fizz. Camisole number 9. Knitting. And for those who want to see what it looks like, tap the link that Fizz has put in. It's a vest top. I thought it might be good in the summer to have a nice knitted vest top. I started this. Fizz, when do you think we started it? Yeah, I think this might be 2023. Yeah. Yeah. So it's been sat. Do you want to see the state that it's in? Oh, I need to get the violins ready because we're going to start crying over it. Look. Oh. So it's in a really poor way because I've even nicked the needles so I can knit something else. And that's when you know it's probably going to be a project that just doesn't ever get finished when you're in that state. Let's see. Okay, I will. Fizz just asked, do I want to talk about why it got put away to start with? It got put away because a better pattern came along. And that's a really hard thing, isn't it? How do you deal with that when you're knitting and then you see a pattern that comes along and you go, oh, I want to knit it. So how good are you? Let me know. Are you one that will go, I will put it in my queue and I will knit that one in due course, but in the meantime, I'm going to stick with this? Or are you like me and you just go, no, I want to knit the new one? What would you do, Fizz? Yeah, yeah. Fizz says to hell with the old one. I instant gratification. I want to start a new one. Yeah. So Fizz is a caster honourer. Are you let us know if you're a new cast on or you're sticking with it. Let us know in the chat. I know. I absolutely, Fizz. As she says, as soon as you see something you're excited about, that's all you can think about. I know, but there are some true classics in here, and I know they'll be like, no, I am knitting this one. They are monogamous. That's the word. Put down if you're monogamous. Susan says, what type of yarn are you using? Right, I'm using 4-ply, Susan. Now, I have a really love-hate relationship with 4-ply because I know how beautiful it is when knitted up. I know how sweet those stitches look, the definition. If you're doing cable in 4-ply and it's a lovely twisted tight yarn, the cables will look delicious. But I also know it takes forever. So that's probably why I stopped doing it, because I knew it was taking so long. Judith says it doesn't doesn't even look like it's knitted. What? Yes. It's definitely knitted. It's not that bad, is it? It has been sat in the bag though for probably a year and a half. Right, what have we got? Yeah, Dickie's saying it's a nay and it's a frogget. Yeah, Sue's saying, yeah, it's a frogget. No, don't apologise, Sue. This is what the show's all about. Margaret is saying, okay, perhaps it's time to say goodbye. I like how you put that, Margaret. That's a much nicer way. It just wasn't to be. James is saying frogget. It's not looking too good for the for the camisole number 9. Margarita used to be one, and now I'm now the other. The number of whips stressed me out so much that I'm now a finisher. Lovely. Well, and I suppose there's something about those projects that you did like originally, so it's good to finish. Susan says exactly. Frog, frog, frog. Yeah. Fizz says it's one of those things where it looks nice on that person, but no, not just for me. And maybe the colour too. Karen says, I'm afraid I'd be ditching that and start anew. Yeah. Deborah says, I stick with the current project and put the new one at the top of that list. Oh, you're good. I'm liking that. The strength. Oh, so many of you. Margaret, I should be a sticker because I have too many whips, but my fingers twitch when I know. Well, I'll tell you for the next whip, which is what trumped it. I see. But yeah, and I think this is another reason why it's probably going to be binge rather than frogged. But let's go back to this one. I think I was knitting this, must have been during the summer of 2024 at one point, because I've left it in the conservatory. Can you see a colour change from here? And that's been sitting in the sun. Oh. It's worse, people. I've even grafted it wrong. Oh my lord. So this side is perfect. So it's the vest. So that's the front, and it's one of those new ones where it goes up and down. So that's corrected, but it's even twisted. Look. Oh well, it's definitely got to be frogged then, isn't it? Right. There you go. All that hard work. It's frogging, and actually, well, it's probably going to go in the bin. So, do you know, let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to go in the... Repurpose. Fizz says repurpose. Right, come on. We're doing it live. Gasp. What's this? 6 months work down. Rip it. Come on, everyone, chant it. Rip, rip, rip. Off it comes. Right, where's the end? Let's do a bit of live frogging. Shall we hear the noise? There we go. Oh, dear me. Rip, rip, rip. It's actually nice satisfaction that. That's it. It's done. Yes, it's definitely sunburned. Yeah. You know. See you later. The stress relief is wonderful. Right, let's go to Nay. Edit. Oh, we could do that, yes. So we've done a crochet, and Fizz has said we've done a knitting. Shall we do a quilting one? I feel really good now about that, because I was like, every now and again I thought about it and wanted it and then never did it. Are we all feeling the stress has just lifted a little? Emmy says, I'm a cast on, and if it doesn't spark joy, pull it. Jenny says, I always have a few things on the go. I ease in front of the telly. Oh no, easy ones in front of the telly and others that need more concentration. Yeah, I'm about that. I normally stick to around 5 for sure. Yeah. Oh my days. Yes, it's very satisfying. No, well, I've learned a lesson from that. I won't leave it on the side in the conservatory in the summer. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm pressing button happy. Yeah. No, I don't know whether a new space. I'm happy with there being more brain space. Right, let's go to the... Right, many of you are going to... Well, I'm looking in the chat. Rob's going to know this. And Susan's going to know it. Fizz is going to know it. Who have we got? We got 10-minute quilter is curly seams, isn't it? Which one? It's Emma. It's Emma. Emma. Yeah. So Emma will know this too. Here we go. Desk cam. Look at this beauty. Oh, that's my one. Come on, Rob. Come on, Susan. What year did we do the lava lamp quilt block? Fizz has popped it in the chat. It's a fabulous quilt patchwork from Molly Sparkles. And we did this as a gang, a group of us, our Saturday afternoon gang, which I have to say I haven't been on for some time. Miss you all. And it was a lovely idea where we did the block and we sent it. Did we have to do 10? Yes, because there was 10 of us, I think, wasn't there, Fizz? We had to send it. We had to make the block 10 times and send it to 9 other people, like a quilt exchange. So that was good because it forced you, because you knew you had a deadline to send the blocks to. And I really enjoyed doing the blocks. I don't think I'd do it again. It was foundation paper piecing. I love patchwork. That was when we used to have fabric at the shop, and hadn't done this technique before. It didn't make me want to do the technique again. Did it you, Fizz? No. Ah, right. Yes. No, Fizz didn't enjoy it either. I liked learning a new technique, but it didn't make me want to go and do more foundation paper piecing. The beauty of foundation paper piecing means you can get tiny, tiny seams. And if I show you, that being one of them, and that is a minute bit of fabric. I mean, what we're talking there? That's a half an inch and 2/8 of an inch. You couldn't do that at all, really, with normal piecing, a patchwork piecing, and your half inch, you couldn't with your seam, could you? So paper piecing allows for tiny, tiny seams and therefore stunning results. If you Google, is it the lion paper piecing, and you see this phenomenal lion head with the mane and everything, it is stunning. But we did this one, the lava lamp. And because I had, yes, it was, did we have some dates? Were they putting it in? Rob, what did you say? Rob says, I think it was, no, it couldn't have been 2024. Ah, yeah, I think, yeah, 2023. And you didn't do that one? Why didn't you do that one, Emma? It was probably because it was paper piecing, wasn't it? But I had some fabric left because, yes, it was the coronation. So I had this lovely line of fabric from Lewis and Irene. So that was my block that I sent to everyone with the cups and saucers background, the flags at the bottom, and then the grunge. You were supposed to... My lava lamp's not turned on. I just enjoyed looking at the grunge. Ideally, you would have made your lava lamp turned on. So should we look at everyone's? And shout, Rob and Susan, when you see yours. But look at this. I think that what I haven't written them down. I think that was Tracy's. I think that was Tracy's, Emma. Tracy's. This one's Charlotte. And then the blobs were then, I've forgotten the name of that stitch. What was the name of that stitch? Blanket stitch. Or you could turn it down and do a plique. So I have 10 of these. Aren't they so beautiful? So this really can't be an A pile, but it does need to be finished. Look at that. This one is amazing. Look, can you see the skill of that applique? Look at them all. Aren't they beautiful? That was Chips. Oh, this is Fizz. This is you, Fizz, isn't it? This is producer Fizz, everyone. You can see how good a quilter she is. Isn't that fabulous? Fizz's... yes. Fizz's theme for... So I did the coronation. Fizz had chosen Star Wars. So who was my one? Chewbacca, is it? But they were all black and greyish. No. Oh, I'm not Chewbacca, apparently. I'm the Who. The Who? The what? The guy that says I know. I don't even know that. Han Solo. Oh, Hans. So I've got so many of these. So I've got to... That is just... Oh, look at that. So this has got to be... Oh, there's Tandy's. Thank you, Tandy. Oh. It's a hot one. I know Brendan. That's That's Brendan's. I know, I should have done. But Susan, can you remember which one your one was? But I remember this. This is Brendan because it's the wonderful. Oh, is it Alexander Henry fabrics? Oh, they're great. And sadly, they've stopped now, but they did some cracking. Right, it's got to be a finish. I love it so much. Everyone is saying finish, aren't they? Yes, Susan's saying finish the quilt. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll do it as a quilt. I might do it as a wall hanging because they are so good. Because Chip's got it as a wall hanging, hasn't he, in his quilt room? Yeah, mate, it is so nice. Hello. Sue says, how about making yourself a project bag with them? That's a... That'd be a massive project bag. Don't you think that'd be a massive project bag, Fizz, wouldn't I, if I did all these? It would. I think I want these at the shop where I see it every day. So, yes, I think everyone... Did you not do one, Susan? I could have sworn... I could have sworn you were in the gang. No, yep, Fran saying finish. Yeah, that's a yay to finish. Yes, I think you're right. Yep. Oh, right. Susan, Fizz is saying, were you doing you were learning the one block wonder at the time, so maybe that was why. So that's another one to yay. Come on, let's do that. Right, and so I'm finishing it February. I'm going to finish this. Let's put a little deadline on it, shall we, Fizz? Because that means I'll get my rear into gear. Shall we? Yes, Fizz hasn't finished hers. Okay, yes. So should we do it for, where are we? Our next monthly show. March. Oh no, I'm at Cologne, March. Should we go for April? Shall we go for April? Finish. Yes, I'm aiming for very soon, Fizz. Sue, because we're nearly there. Yeah, should we go for April? April sound good? Okay. There we are, everyone. Yeah. No, but we'll go somewhere in April. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm a firm believer in that. It just helps, doesn't it? Otherwise, it just ends up being a bit wishy-washy. And if we know we've got to have it on the show... oh, yes, Julie, that's a great idea. Set it like the attic window. So with the black around the edge. Right. Oh, did you? Fizz is saying she was thinking of that idea too. There we go. That's on the yay pile. Dinky says, I'd go with project bags. That's a lot of bags. That's a lot of bag making, isn't it? Yeah, brilliant. Bag to store your whips, and keep it 5. Okay. Margarita, absolutely a yay. You could also make little cushions for your knitting groups. You can have 10 different ones. Oh, I'm quite liking that idea too, because some of our chairs are quite hard at the shop. Right, we've got 2 for yay, 1 for nay. I think there's another... No, I think there's another nay coming up. Shall we do another nay? I think I've got a nay. I think we got to go for crochet. But Emmy might help me out with this. We talked about it before and I never got my rear into gear with sending Emmy the pattern and giving me a hand. Shall we try it? Let's try it. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Fizz. Fizz knows which one it is. It's this. It's the history of trees. And it's been in that bag for a very long time. Oh, Jimbo already knows. He's already going for it. Sorry, but nay, nay, and thrice nay. I haven't even got out of the bag yet. Oh dear, shall we see it? Oh. It is. Oh. I'll tell you how long it's been in there. What's that? It's been in there that long. Can you see it? It's got the leftover postcards. Oh my Lord. That can't be right. Where has the time gone? Oh. What else is in this bag? Oh, I've even got a book. Oh, not written anything in my project book, Fizz. What else have I got in here? I've nicked another project book. I have been looking for those everywhere. They're my sewing scissors. They're my snips. Fizz says she's got another bag of these too. Right, this is a very... Right, I'm doing a poll here now. Who has got a bag like this at home? Right, who... Oh no, where's the... Oh no, Fizz has got a bag of lavender and blue too. Who, I feel like Lloyd Grossman, who has got a bag like this? Who has got a bag like this full of stuff hidden? Poll. Have you got the bag there? Are you looking in it now, Fizz? She is. I can understand. The 2022 collection was it. Where was it? It was our second collection, and it was Ryland. It was a mix. It was a mix of Rylands and Cheviot. Oh, it was. It's the farm. It's the farm, literally. Yeah, over there. Because it was the lockdown. So during lockdown, I'm not a runner at all. I used to be a sprinter as a kid, but not a long distance runner. And then during lockdown, I didn't do too well in lockdown. Wanted to get out. And in the countryside, I'm very lucky here. So I could go out for loads of walks. I took up running. And I didn't run at all. Couldn't run for toffee. So I did that proper, what they call fartlek training. I would go out the house and I would walk, say, 40 seconds and then do 10-second run and then walk 40 seconds. And I did it every day. And every day I walked 40 and then reduced it to 30 seconds and then reduced it to 20. And then upped how much I run. Seconds wise. Well, over the time of lockdown, I went from running walking just to the church, which is only a mile, to then running 10 miles and then 20 miles. I got really addicted to it. So I would go off around the countryside on these massive long trails cross country. And as I was doing one, I went on this footpath that went across the field and I went past a farm that had sheep in. And as you do, you start chatting to the farmer. And that was how the 2022 collection came about. But it's very, very woolly. It's very toothy. Very spider leggy. You could see. I think probably is why. Yeah. And so if you're not used to knitting with that type of yarn, it's not a, it's, I don't know whether the pleasant is the right word for it, but it's just a different experience. But anyway, let's talk about this pattern. So this pattern started off, and it is, if you click on the link, it is just you keep one side straight and the increase. So I started with dark blue, and again, my colour is a little bit off there. Let's just see if I can make that a bit. Oh no, that looks like I've been stuck in the conservatory again, doesn't it? There you go, that's a bit darker. And this was really easy. It was the V-stitch. So as you can see there, 2 trebles, chain 1, 2 trebles, chain 1. And I had got that no problems at all. And I enjoyed that. You can see I've done loads of it. I mean, how big is that? Sorry, I was concentrating. Fizz just said, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I was quiet. I was thinking. I can't talk and think at the same time." See, look, you can see how it's going on and on and on and on and on. 36 inches. It's like nearly a metre already. And that is actually very nice. But it came to then me going off piste and going, oh, because I had 3 colours. Now, if you look at the picture, I think there are only 2 colours. It's blue, it's yellow and green. So I then started thinking I'd be a designer, which is always wrong. And I don't think I've ever enjoyed it. So this is my attempt at fading in the new colour. Is that the... Oh, thanks, Fizz. That's the wrong side. Let's look at the right... Let's look at the right side. Her response, if you could hear it, that was classic. The right side looks a little bit better, I have to say, Fizz. A little bit better. Oh, I think it would have looked better if there was more of the pale blue. You can see how I've done this bit here and this bit here. You needed that and a bit there and a bit there and a bit there and a bit there and there. I think that would have helped it, wouldn't it, Fizz? Oh. She said maybe. It's a shame. Yeah, and I don't think I've ever got over it. And I think what? You know what she just said? It looks like I've accidentally spilt bleach. Yeah. Yeah. I know. It needed... See, if the blue... Yeah. It needed more of it, didn't it? It wasn't a very well executed technique. But the light blue looks beautiful, doesn't it? But it needed a few more. And had there been a few more of those lines, it might have been effective. But anyway, it gets worse because I then start the white bit. Now this is as pattern, and it's supposed to go white further down, but have these. I don't know why. Fizz says why I couldn't have done that, but I was following the pattern, and this is the making of the trees now. So the trees would go up, but the trees were pointed, and I just couldn't get this stitch. So I think everyone is saying it's a dead one. Hang on. I'm looking forward to looking at the messages now. How cutting. Hang on, let's look at the poll. Let's look at the poll first. Who has got a bag? Like 75% of you. Well, now, here is the deal, everyone. After we finish, we're hanging out, but it's going a bit over 9 by the looks. After we finish tonight, go and find one of those bags and just have a giggle to yourself. What are you going to find in it? Are you going to find, like I did, books too? Really, I could be selling these. These are made by lovely Paul, Dr. Paul. I was clearly going to keep them for myself. I could put them on the shelf, couldn't I? He made these. Look at them. They are 2 different years. Oh, don't say that, Fizz. Yes, that's what you're going to do. And have a giggle. Are you going to find something that you've been looking for ages? Do it. Let's see what you're saying in the chat. Well, we know Jimbo said it's a goner already, didn't you? Dinky, is that nay for the bags? Oh, right. I don't know. No, I don't think it is. Frankie Howard. What's Frankie Howard doing? Where are we? It's like Christmas. Very much so. I have one of those blue. Do you? Oh, great. That's good to know. They're going far and wide. My oldest UFO dates back to... Oh, my word. Oh, come on, Dinky. You've got to just say that's a nay. That's not going to be a is it? You're not going to put that back in the cupboard for another year and sit. Because you know how time is going. It's going to be 2029. And that'll be a decade for it. Oh, dear. No, Karen says, no, I know where everything is. Yeah, I think you're telling a little porky. Judith, well, I'm sure I don't know how many are. Oh, no. Mrs. B, hi, Mrs. Beatty. Ignore my vote as grandson got whole. Oh, okay, love it. I still have one skein. Oh, right. Well, it is a woolly one. I don't know what you would do with one skein. I never knew that. Speed play. Well, that's exactly what I was doing. I was playing around with time and speed. Jenny, I was persuaded to buy some yarn by a clever salesperson and really didn't like it. That's not me, is it? I keep pushing it to the back of the drawer. It wasn't me that flogged you something, was it? Jimbo, I found a random skein of lavender and blue, but God knows which year. Well, I could probably tell you. Yeah. Show me, Jimbo, and then we can work it out. It doesn't look faded in. Looks like the Matrix. Yeah. Now, see, that is exactly what I had in mind. So I just needed more of it, didn't I? A bit more of that blue to make it look... Because when you look at it, it's just not... Oh, now I've got it. Oh, my Lord. It's... No, it's all twisted. Yes, it's not enough of anything, is it? It's worse. The back is the worst. But you're right. It's not enough of any technique for it to actually be something. I needed to do it more. And that's why I'm not a designer. And that's why you shouldn't go off beast. Well, sometimes it's fun though, isn't it? Oh, we have a. I think you should finish it. Okay. Is that a yay or do you? It's a think. I reckon that's an then, isn't it, Dinky? You think it should go back in the cupboard for another year and come out next year and see how different I feel about it. Um, Overdye what you have done. I think that will take up too much money, though, Sue, in that respect. Because I think I'm still stuck at that stitch. Margarita says the same thing. Re-dye it together with this year's collection. Colours work well together. It's beautiful, but it is a big project. Oh, and me, what happened there? How did I do that? Frogget, there are better uses for that yarn. I know what I'm talking to myself apparently. I agree, reduce it and keep going. Oh, this is interesting. We might be at a tie. Re-dye, not reduce. Okay. So it looks like Sue's idea could have something. Love the booklets. Yes, please. I'll buy them. Oh, okay. I'll put them back on the computer. Fran says, I just have to go to my puffy, lift the lid. I've got that. I've got one of those downstairs in the living room. That's where some of these came from. It's crammed into. Not bad from a distance, though. Should we have another look from a distance? Sort this twist out. No, I think it's a no. Not you. Yeah, I don't wear shawls anyway, so I'm not going to wear it. It's like my Go-Go Dynamo, which is looking stunning in the window, by the way. Ooh, I wonder if I could do that. Let me just show you what my Go-Go Dynamo is doing currently. Hang on, let me just airdrop over. How you all doing? Have you got a refill? We've only got, how many more projects left have we got to go, Fizz? 2. 3. 2 or 3. Go and get another cuppa. Airdrop. Oh, Fizz was saying she might go from iced coffee. No, from hot coffee to iced coffee. Oh, is it not a bit cold for? Yeah. Hang on, right. I'm just going to drag and drop these into here, and I want to show you. Okay. How good does that look, everyone? So there it is, and the finished article is that one. The Go-Go Dynamo for my Valentine's window. Roses are red, woad leaves a clue, history is woven in lavender and blue. Look at that. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. How cool does that look? So hung it up, stretched it out, pulled it down with some fishing wire, hung up some lavender and blue that I've been dyeing over the last week. So because I needed to. Emmy, yes, your singles. Emmy brought loads of minis, 20-gram minis. So I had to dye some because Emmy wanted dark blue and I didn't have any dark blue left. So I had fun dyeing a couple of weeks ago. And I've shown Emmy already her dark blue ones. But the leftover ones of medium and light, so Emmy's, yours are literally in the post because I'm going to Yarnworks on Tuesday because they do all the international stuff for me. So it'll be on its way with your blocker, your crochet blocker. And I put the rest in the window for a different sort of lavender and blue Valentine's window. So there it is hanging in all its glory. Really pleased with it. And down the bottom, I've just got, there was, did it show? I don't think it showed, did it? Oh yes, you can see the hearts. I've got some lavender and blue minis making the hearts there. So really pleased with that. Good fun. Oh, hang on, I can't get that wrong. I did finish that, Barbara. I did that ages ago, felting, but I've never made it into a picture. I'm hoping to put it up on the wall here next to your Barbara Fizz, because that's Fizz's Barbara. Put it on there. That was something felted. How did I get onto that? How did we get onto that? I can't remember how I got onto lavender and blue. How did I get onto that? Don't know. But anyway, there we go. That was a little break. Yeah. Yeah. I don't I yeah, I don't know what went through my brain there, but there we are. That's my lavender and blue uh, Valentine's window. So far, the pile of ambiguity for me, Jimbo, doesn't exist. There are no, where are we? We're here. No ums. So I don't have to worry. We're going to do the decider on this. Right. Decide, everyone. This project, before we move on, uh, I think it's a frogget. Yeah, see, Deborah, hey Deborah, frogget. The frustration is not worth it. Absolutely. Oh, James. So James, you're saying put it into the pile. I don't know. Oh, hey, Kiwi James. A pile of ambiguity or a pile of ambivalence. What are we saying? Oh yes. Thanks for the window. The window, inspired. Um, why not make the mittens with a yarn and sell them in the shop? Oh, well, with this, it would make good mittens, wouldn't it? I know, you were saying, oh, that's it. I was saying I don't wear shawls. Yes, you're so right. I'm glad someone's paying attention. Thanks, Lou. Don't wear shawls, but there's a big one in the window. Yeah, Lois says frog, 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 frog. Deal. If you want it, do you seriously want it? I will do that because I'm not going to do anything with it. There we are, Fizz. You still there, Fizz? Oh, oh, you're still there. Panicked. Oh, bless you. That's yours, Rob. So you are being a wonderful producer. Couldn't do it without you. Couldn't do it. I seriously don't think the experience for the viewers would be anywhere near as fun without you, Fizz. So don't forget that. Yeah, if you really want it, Rob, I will send it to you. I'm not going to put it in the pile, and I would have just frogged it and chucked it. So there we are. I'm going to do. That's another one for the nay. Oh, do you know? I feel great. This is like when you clear your house out and you just chuck things away. Oh, I love it. Yeah, deal. It's yours. I'll send it to you. On me. Oh, thanks, Emmy. That's really nice. And actually, YouTube user too. Fizz did tell me in my ear, and I was talking about something else, completely forgot. Thank you very much, you two. Always grateful. They need to change this software. This software that I use is called Ecamm. It's fabulous software, but they don't have any good ways where you can get notified, like a sound or a thing on the screen if someone did a super sticker or a super chat. That's where I wish they could nick some of the features from Twitch. That would be really good, or Streamlabs. Night Margarita. Right. Knitting. Go on, Fizz. Yeah. we're going to do one that Kiwi James knows very well. The Te Huapui Puinui. Huapui Nui? The Te Hupanui. Come on, Kiwi James. the Te Hupanui. Shall we have a look? Next Sunday, Kiwi James is going to be live. We're going to chat to him. He's like our pal now, and he's going to give us a complete update on the amazing wool festival that he is organising. I know not only does he run a yarn shop, he is on his Todd, but he's running a wool festival like we get here in the UK, like the East Anglian Yarn Festival, like Unravel, like Yarndale. He's doing one himself. Getting guests coming, visiting from Scotland. I think you've got that the Shetland expert. He's got sessions going on. It's huge. So I thought, wouldn't it be good if he could spare some time just to talk to us on how he's feeling and how it's going, because it looks really great. So Fizz has dropped the link to it. You can see it from his website. But he has been inspired, like they do at Shetland Wool Week. He has designed a pattern. I know, how does he do it all? But he's designed a pattern for a beanie that you all knit yourself and wear. We talked about it, I think, did we talk about it just before Christmas? Well, I've got the pattern and I'm knitting it because I want to knit it ready for next week. So this is a yay anyway, so it can't be a and it can't be an A. Shall we have a look? Now it does look a mess. Oh, I've left that on there. Sorry, Lois. Right, how do I get rid of that? There we go. Look at this, everybody. Do you like my... Fizz likes my needle stoppers. It's a bit... This is... I won't. This is the Te Hupanui. I can't wait. Oh, James has given us a thumbs up on how to say it. You're probably cringing inside, aren't you? It's delightful. I'm really enjoying it. And if you've been watching the Wool Patch show, you'll know that the last one I did for Shetland Wool Week, my first attempt at colour work, doing continental and English style to save time, didn't work very well, and I had the wrong yarn. I'm using the same technique again for this. So I am. Oh, that's a good term, Fizz. You're flicking and throwing. That's like a tongue twister. Flick and throw. Kind of what I'm doing. So, and I am getting better and better at it. So I will make this up. I'm not going to follow the pattern because I can rip it back. But I am holding. Oh. If I can get the yarn even. There. And it's, yeah, so I was doing this, yeah, well remembered, Fizz. Let's zoom in a bit, shall we? So I was doing the Isleborough Turi in this way as a, because you have to just learn, and the more you do, the more comfortable your hands get. And I thought, I'll do exactly the same. So I've been having the main colour in my right hand flicking, and in my left hand I am picking. And I find the tension, I have to go around twice to keep a bit more tension, but my right hand is okay. And I'll just make it up. So I'm throwing like that, and then I pick like that. So let's just do anything. Throw, and then pick. Can you see? And then, because of that, your balls never get twisted. It's brilliant. And my tension is getting better. I'm getting better at spacing it out in the right needle. So if I do have to go 2 or 3 stitches, they're not bunched up. And I'm getting better at catching the yarn too. So if I'm doing blue and I need to catch the white, well, you just saw it there. It almost happened. So if I need to catch the white now, it just goes over and the white is caught. If I want to catch the blue, let's go to white now. If I want to catch the blue, that's a little bit more of a dance, because you have to go round with the blue, round with the white, back round with the blue, and I've caught it. But look, really, really enjoyed it. So that's how I was catching my floats. Did you not see it, Fizz? Pay attention. Yeah, did you see me do it then? Oh, beg your pardon. I shall take that back. She was watching. She said, how often? Every 4. I've just got into the habit now of going 1, 2, 3, on the 4th catch both. Do you want to look at the inside and admire it? How cool does that look, everybody? Oh, James is still giving me a thumbs up on there. Hang on. Where's my mouse gone? There. How does that look, Kiwi James? Really, really enjoying it. So that has to be a yay, everybody, because it's got to be done by next week, because I have to be wearing it for when Kiwi James dials in. Jimbo, have you finished yours? Can you get yours done by next week? Do you need a deadline to help? Because you were doing quite well. You'd done the wave part of it. It would be good if you can have a picture of you wearing it. Love it. It is really nice one. If you like, it's a nice tight to the head beanie. Oh, here we go. Te Hupanui is the Maori name for Greytown, which is where the Wool Festival will be. Genius. It is 4-ply. It is with my minis. Should we get them out? Lavender and blue, dark. Variegated. And pure white. And I've played around with the order, because I think on James's one, does it go dark and then light in the middle? And I thought, do you know what? I'll play around with the white. I think the white gives a better contrast with the lavender and blue, and having the natural in there too. Hey, Gary, good to see you, having you join in. And fun people, aren't they just? Lurking and cleaning the house. Great. You know, and do you know what, Gary? It's almost like you've been primed to write that, because coming very soon, in fact, next Thursday, everybody, is a brand new podcast from me and Jimmy Does Knitting. Woo, I can hear you say. Didn't you just do that, Fizz? She did. Starting next Thursday, we're doing a proper podcast, as in an audio one, Oh, and let's do this. I can do the ad. Oh, a bit big there. It's an audio podcast, and it will be sent out to Spotify, Apple, iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts from. That's sounding like a pro now. Don't have a link. No link. The link doesn't exist yet because it will only exist when the first episode is launched. But when's next Thursday? 4 days. The 20th. Yes. It will be launched. So it will be launched simultaneously too on YouTube, because we thought we'd record it with this wonderful software, and then from this software I can extract the audio and send it to all the podcast platforms. So you can, if you want, like Gary just said, you could just pop your headphones in, get Spotify on your phone, and you can do the cleaning listening to a podcast. Or you can just watch it too. It is a very basic show. It is just a simple question and answer show where you send your knitting or crochet. We're not as experienced in crochet, but we could probably do it. Questions, and we answer them. It's that simple. And we've got 2 in the can already. We're going to go for a weekly podcast and then see how it goes. Only half an hour, probably 3 to 4 questions per episode. But the visual version is like us here, but we're not how can I say it? It's not produced for a visual show. Though to be fair, I did happen to bring some wool home for it, so I did show some wool on screen, but it's mainly aimed at an audio one. But we know people love watching question and answer stuff in the background, or as Gary said, cleaning and doing stuff. So you can get a choice. So keep your eyes out next week. And if you are a person that likes to listen to podcasts whilst you're walking the dog, or like I do, driving in the car, then hopefully this knitting and question and answer show will be right up your street. You can subscribe when it comes out on Spotify, and it'll just pop up each week. And I've been really strict with Jimmy. I said it is just question and answer, because there are a couple of podcasts that I listen to and then I start getting frustrated with, because I want the content. I don't necessarily, as much as I love them, I don't want to know about the other things they're doing or the books they're reading or what they did last night, that sort of thing. So I said, Jimmy, we literally start and say hello, and then it's straight into question 1. Obviously, episode 1 has a maybe an intro bit, but episode 2, it's just straight in. Yeah, it's called Untangled, so you can search for that. But as I say, it will come out on YouTube as a visual one, and it will come out on Spotify. If you want to send us some questions where I can answer or Jimmy can answer, like a designer question or a yarn question. Remember, I've now got notched up nearly 9 years of experience of running a yarn shop. I know a lot about yarn, weight, substitutions. Send your questions in. Fizz will drop the link for the... She's already... just... so good. It's just such an oiled machine. It's like a little Google form. You can send in your question. YouTube user, how long do you think it might be? 30 minutes. My journey to work is kind of 45 minutes. And I'm thinking in my head, half an hour's about right, because sometimes I might listen to a song or something, or the news first. But we're aiming for a 30-minute podcast. So as the questions come in, and I'll keep an eye on the time. That's what we're aiming for. We've filmed 2 so far, and they were around 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And I know it sounds a bit weird, because someone said to me, why would you do a question and answer podcast, which is quite a visual one? Just something to listen to. I think people want more actual content, and the podcast world certainly is a booming world. So we thought we'd get a piece of that pie. Let's have a look. If you're finished in 15 minutes, can you chat for 15 minutes after the questions? Well, don't know. Never thought about it. Didn't think people would want it, but do people like that content? Maybe you could, yeah. Maybe you could do it at the end, so people who do like that content can carry on listening, and if they don't like that content, they've stopped. That's a good point. Absolutely. If there are crochet questions that we can't answer, get Gary on, get you on too, Emmy. Crochet guru. Untangled. Is that... Do I want to read this? Oh dear. I've started, so I've got to finish. Is that because your advice means we won't get knickers in a twist? What a tagline. How do you think of these things? That's way better than my tagline. Love it. Right. Oh, let's put my stoppers on before. There is an actual project I forgot to tell you about, Fizz. Yeah. Can you remember the one by Maku Knits? What was it called? It was the vest top. The one that didn't fit. I'll get the other one out while you perhaps have a rummage through. It was called... Oh, I can't even think what it was called. I'll quickly show you, Fizz. It might inspire you. Look at this. Oh dear. On Instagram, it's maku.knits. While Fizz goes to search the one that we can't even remember the name of, I've got a feeling I know how it's going to go. This is going to be a yes, I think. If you cast your mind back... Oh, well, that's it. Yeah, Marcus. No, Marcus, that's right. The U polo. Yes, it is. Right, I'll come back to that in a minute. Keep remembering that, Fizz. This is a lovely new pattern from the West Yorkshire Spinners. I don't know why they have to say women's stocking stitch tank top, really, because a tank top can be for anyone. So ignore that. It's a delightful, simple tank top, only just been released. And I thought, I like a tank top. You know I like a tank top. Can you remember these? These are so good. I'm getting... this is the Winslow Fizz, yeah. I'm getting more of these from Habby Pro. They're flying off the shelf, and you lot have been loving them too, with that magnetic holder. Can you remember that lovely yarn that we launched last October from the West Yorkshire Spinners called Fable? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It hasn't necessarily flown off the shelf. It's a very high-end yarn because of the British alpaca and the British mohair. Yes, British mohair. Maybe it was because of the pattern book. It was a certain style. I don't know how contemporary or modern. Because it was called Fable and the pattern book was called Folklore, they were kind of stylized patterns of the past and a lot of colour work. And all we wanted, and I know many of my customers want, they just want a simple tank, a simple slip over. And I think the West Yorkshire Spinners, wanting to be on trend, have done that and come up with a simple pattern. What's great about this pattern is it's Aran and DK. So you're getting two patterns at once. And I started knitting this. That's a very good point. Has someone written that, or did you just come up with that? Fizz has just said, is this a replacement for the camisole number 9? And I think so, because look how much further I've got. It is beautiful. And I think I need to do this more, actually. I know I give some of my new yarn to Irene to knit for the shop. But when you start knitting it yourself, you're like, I have fallen in love with this yarn. I'm now boosting this yarn even more because it is beautiful to knit with. So soft. And slips off the needle. So here's the rib. I have gone for a twisted rib. It's really pretty. It's not showing very well on this new camera. This is moss green. It's the same top. Yeah, I've got to change the color settings. This is my new Christmas birthday present money that I got from my mum. This is the tiny Osbot Tiny 2. And I can do cool things with it. As you have seen before, and I can move it around like that. It's very cool. A PTZ, but it's looking a bit orangey. Yeah, that's a better colour. That is the colour of my top. But anyway, it's beautiful to knit. Look at that stitch definition. I think many of you, when I launched it, you saw the garment that we had with the colour work. But look at the beautiful shaping. Now, a lot of tank tops don't have much shaping. In fact, the Rowan one that we've got, you knit up, you cast off 3 for the armhole, and then you knit straight. So it's like a rectangle sort of thing. But here we've got some beautiful shaping. So you can see where we had our cast off originally, and then lovely shaping there. And it's for me, so I am knitting way more than what they said for that, because obviously I want it for my long body. So it'll come down. Where's the armhole? There, look. See? I've got to go that way. This colour is called moss, and it's beautiful. And I think as soon as I get that knitted up and have that on the mannequin, it will sell the yarn. I'm hoping I could do it in 4 balls. Now, I know it's for me, so there's a lot more, but it's nearly £15 a ball. But when you do 15 times 4, 60 quid, doesn't seem too bad, does it? The garment that the company gave me that I bought as the whole package, it had colour work with snowflakes on. It was beautiful, but it probably retailed at about £120. I don't necessarily have that type of customer coming to my shop. And the person that buys West Yorkshire Spinners is perhaps more of a commercial knitter and not as much. So hopefully this will be a good offset balance. You want a nice high-end yarn, but a slip over is perfect for that. So you can spend a little bit more money, but not silly amounts, and appreciate a stunning yarn. So I think that's going to be a yay. You don't want to know. Emmy, I am so there. Fabulous. Okay, so send us your crochet questions in and we'll have Emmy on. 60, so I'll stack 2. Ooh, I can't remember what we were talking about now. Forgotten. The wool holders, they are, aren't they? I will just show you again. And then, and these magnets, you could proper pull, look, and it doesn't, you could really tug on it before it falls off. And the company loved the video because, you know, we gave away 5, I think November. They loved the video that I did. Oh, I can't get rid of that now. Oh yeah, do that. That they're sending us more to give away. So I don't know when they'll come, but we can have another giveaway soon. Oh, Rob, you got moss, didn't you? I really love the Fable I bought, though I've only made a swatch so far. You are going to love knitting with it. It is a classic Aran weight. Yeah, I've got. I don't know how much moss I've got left in the shop, but I think you've still got the link, Fizz. Oh, that's right. So the sweater they sent us was called the Cassandra, which you can Google. But I wasn't going to perhaps restock the yarn because of its high price point and my customer base. But I think this makes it a beautiful, it's just a great knit. And I'm fingers crossed it will look good. So I shall get more yarn in. Kiwi James says, offering Aran and DK is interesting, possibly because North America don't tend to have... Absolutely, good point. Worsted weight is more common and similar to... Yeah, absolutely, yes. And funny enough, that's almost like you've been told to comment that. In our question and answer podcast, I think it is episode 1, we talk about that very thing. Yarn sub and how a pattern wanted worsted weight, but actually you could use our Aran because classic West Yorkshire Spinners Aran is almost worsted weight. Brilliant. So that's a yay. So we can add another one to the yay. We've got 4 keeps and the Yuma. This is the last one, everyone. And then we'll have our result. Well, at least we're in the lead with keeping. I think this one is going to be in between. It might be it's a nay yay maybe. Yeah, it was appearing more brown. My camera's a bit dodgy there. I think it's definitely classic moss green. Okay, you get ready to gasp at this knitting bag. This was sent to me by Kiwi James. The knitting bag is great, though I've got clearly half of Bumbles the cat on it. Oh. No, I don't think so. I think the fabric designer was someone from New Zealand, wasn't it? Kiwi James? Little cat update. Can you remember I told you that we were going to adopt another cat? Well, it's all official. Bobby, the cat, who we've now called him, I don't know how I love how nicknames come out. He's Bobby Bean. We are picking Bobby Bean up on March the 11th. Official date. So Zachary the cat will have a friend. Right. I'm going to... where did the tape measures go? Bean. No, B is in a bean. B. That was Fizz in my ear. What is it with me in tape measures? Oh dear. Well, clearly I keep losing tape measures and they end up... Oh, I feel very sorry for this project, everyone. Very, very sorry. What is that even doing in there? God. Oh, no. Fizz is what? That was a good word. Exasperated. Oh, this is looking terrible. Right, this is looking a mess because it's one of those, it's a fabulous pattern. I fell in love with it by Marcus, Maku Knits on Instagram. Very new, recent designer, I think in the last year. And his patterns are this new construction, which we're seeing a lot of. I've forgotten the name of it. I want to call it deconstruction, but it's not. It's where you knit the back. It's flat. You start here, windscreen wiper backwards down to the yoke. Think the back of a shirt, like a cowboy shirt. So that yoke line. I should just look at this, shouldn't I? Where's my mouse? There it is. So we started at the back and went down. Then you come back to the front and pick up. Look at this, beautiful. Even if I say so myself. And you pick up along here. Now, that is looking great, isn't it? And you knit the front left. Remember, this is a polo top, so there will be a placket and then a collar, and then you pick up that side and knit down. I mean, look at it underneath. This is how neat it is. The pattern is incredibly detailed, and I really enjoy doing that. And I love this. It's not really a rib. What is that? 1, 2, 3 by 1. Yeah, 3 by 1. So there's no elasticity, a very, very little bit, but you can see it's wonderful. The collar construction is something else. It's like a classic Fred Perry collar. You pick up. Now, this was told to be put in because it helps find the loops to pick up. And I've got dental floss in there somewhere too, as a technique that he suggests. And you pick up and then it goes round so you can see the circular. You might even see the dental floss still in there, white dental floss. And then it comes down, so it's tubular. That construction itself took a lot of work and a lot of concentration. It's beautiful. But there's a but. Let's have a look at what everyone's saying so far. Oh, thanks, Susan. Yes, great news on Bobby B. I know, can't wait. And he's a dear boy. Have I got a picture? Let's quickly see. I'm sorry if I'm talking too long. How are you, Fizz, for time? All right, where are we? What have we got? 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes, everyone. Let's see if we can find a quick picture. Have we still got a lot? Oh. 38 people still watching. That's marvellous. This is where you say you enjoy this type of show more than the monthly show. Well, that's right. We could do more of these type of shows. Right, Bobby Bean. He's a dear boy. Yeah. Yeah. It helps that the dental floss technique, when you add it in, because you know you're going to come back later and pick up stitches. So the dental floss helps you see where to pick up because it's quite difficult. Right. So Bobby Bean is pretty much a feral cat. And he's a bit old, so don't think anyone wants him. And bless him, he just likes being in his basket, so he doesn't come out. So when people go around and look at him, he doesn't come out. So therefore, people don't, fall in love instantly. Because when we were looking round, oh my God, some cats come running out and they purr away, don't they? They're like, choose me. And there was Bobby Bean just sat in his basket. And I'll show you right now. So I've got to airdrop. Are you ready? Right. Copy in. Boom. Get ready, everyone. There he is. Look at him in his basket. Oh, isn't he a cutie? He don't come out of that basket at all. He just sits there and sleeps. But he's not old. I think they say he's 9 or 10. They don't know because he's feral. But when we met him, because we went over to actually see him, he didn't come out of the basket. I think he just thought, people aren't choosing me. I'm not even going to attempt because they don't want me. But he allows you, to stroke him and everything. So we're rescuing that dear little boy. And I love him to bits already. Let's keep him down the bottom there. Let's keep him on the A's, shall we? There we are. Let's leave him there. Dear boy. Right, Kiwi James. The bag was from a guy based in the USA who had an Etsy store. Is the name on the bag label? Ooh. Yes, it is. Fancy Boy Designs. There you go. Have a Google. What's everyone saying? Oh, thanks, Margaret. That's it. I love you lot. I've changed. Where's it gone? That's gone back to Kiwi James. Jimbo had just said it. There he goes. Contiguous. That's fascinating. So it's taking... I like that word. It's obviously from the form continuous. I don't know. Fascinating. Let me know. It's obviously that idea of continuation, isn't it? Is contiguous maybe that... Is it the Latin form? Oh, sharing a common border or touching. So it's that idea. Oh, I'm loving this. I have learned something today. And I think it was well done, you Fizz. Brilliant. Thank you, Jimbo, for that. And it was that scene that actually really drew my attention to it, because you just got to love the way those, after the shaping, those stitches go. And when you see that on the shoulder, and I was chuffed to bits on picking those up, because there aren't, I stretched out, there aren't any holes there at all. So I pat myself on the back there. Jimbo, I really should start mine, but having gauge issues between my flat and round gauge. Oh, of the Hume. Oh, okay. Right, well, I should have perhaps swatched, because that's now going to come in. He is a cute... Yeah, love him. Yeah, he does. Well, I think he does. I don't see him out of the basket. I think it will change when he gets a proper house and he sees the farmer's fields out there. His basket is lovely. I know. Would you believe, though, they've said that we can have the basket too. So when he comes in here, because he'll obviously have to have a couple of days or weeks probably in the spare room, he's going to be in that basket still. It all means connected. Oh, okay. Judith, I like that. I like to stay in my basket most days. Love the detail. It's a keeper for me. Plus the colour. Ah, brilliant. I love the colour. Lime. It was supposed to be for last summer. But here is the problem. And yes, I know I should have swatched. I think the swatch, my tension is actually fine. I think I just didn't realise how much I was doing at the gym. So should we have a laugh? Yeah. Well, you answered that very quick, Fizz. You're being brilliant. Let's do one last poll. Do you think this Hume polo will fit? Yeah. So I looked at the pattern scaling and thought, like me, I like a nice fitted top. And I looked at the actual size and I thought, yeah, that will be okay. Oh, look. See, this is the thing. Because of the continuation, the contiguous nature, I have actually got 1, 2, 3, because you want to keep it on. Well, you want to keep it live. Well, I want to keep that front left live. I want to keep the front right live. And I'm also keeping the bottom live. So I've got a live ball, a live ball, a live ball, and then a live ball for there. I know, I should have just cut them, but I thought, oh, I think, I think you've, I think you've, I think you've just sent them to me, right? What have we got on the? Do you think the U polo will fit? 60% of you said yes. Oh, I'm afraid this is where it is going to turn into a nay. I think you've got so much faith. I know, because you're going to giggle now. It kind of doesn't, does it? So that's perfect, isn't it? Yeah. That's the collar stand, ready for the collar to come down, fit to treat, ready for the, well, might be, can I stretch it a bit? It might, it might give a bit. I might be about half an inch out, but look. No, it's just, it will be too tight, won't it? Look. Oh, I don't, is it? No, it will. Look, it's not even. It's another, yeah, is it 2 inches? I can't. I can't. It's too small, isn't it? I've done too, oh, look, it's very small now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it don't fit, does it? Oh, Emmy, that's nice. Oh, if it will me. If not, oh right, okay. So yes, and you'll look great in the green too. Oh, I've done another message to myself. Susan says, I think it will fit me. Oh, I know it is. I loved it. The problem I've got, everyone, is that collar construction took an awful lot of work, and I don't know whether I can be bothered to do it again. Because it's way more work than other polo tops I've seen. It's a completely different style. The join is meant to be further back. Oh, right. What? That join. Is it? I thought that join should be the seam. Oh my lord. That's gonna be. No, because I'll have no collar. Because that's meant to be the top of the placket. Only I know. I think so. You could cast it off and add it to Bob. Oh, hey, Alison. It's great to. Oh, move my mic. Great to have you watching. It will be easy the second time round. To be fair, that's a very good point. Yes, because you'll know. Oh, it's this bit. It's this one. But yes, it's not. What does it look like from behind, everyone? How does that look, Fizz? Do I have to stand up? you see it? I can't see it. I've just, it does look a bit small on the back, does it? Okay, I've got to go up a size. Yeah. That is supposed to be the back, everyone. That is not going to be that is not going to stretch across my back, is it? Even if I have it down here. Fizz has just said, did I look at the size? I did, Fizz, but I think I looked at what I thought I wanted to fit me, not what actually would fit me. Okay. Shall we have a measure? Fizz is just asking what size I did knit. Well, if my gauge is on point, let's use one of these many tape measures I've got. All tape is sticky. What do you mean? No. Oh, I don't. No. Oh, I see. Oh, Lord. This is going to be... Oh, it's only going to be 30 inches. Oh, really? So I'm well off. I'm well off. All right. Okay. That's done then. Who knows? I think you should post the whip out. Okay. It's the right colour to frock it. And there you go, Margaret. That is what we're going to do. It looks like it will be perfect. It looks like it will be... Hey, Bertus, I answered your question on the podcast. Episode 2, I think, when it comes out. I know I need to cut a bit, I think. A lot of frogs are green. I've got the hint, everybody. I would swatch and wash the swatch to see how the yarn behaves. Yeah, it's cotton. There's not much give in it, is there at all? Might on that note, it's frogging. Here we go, everyone. It's a nay. It's a nay, everyone. Oh, right. Let's do a... Fizz is just... Let's just double check that my gauge is right. She's reading out the gauge. Yes. Brilliant, Rob. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do live now. We're going to do a gauge swatch and see if... Let's zoom in and so we can all count together. We need how many stitches? Right, we need 22 stitches, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Did I make that 23? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, I've got 23. And they said 22. "30 rows. 30 rows. Let's see if we've got 30 rows. This is great live telly, isn't it? Counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's not bad at all then. I obviously just chose completely the wrong size. There we go. Don't worry, Fizz. It's a goner. Here we go. Yeah, I just got to choose the proper size, haven't I? And not think that I'm, as Julie rightly puts it, back at high school and in the fifth form. Come on, everyone. Let's ribbit, 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 ribbit. There we go. It's definitely going to be, I'm still going to knit it. It's just too, if you look at the pictures and you look at the models of people doing it, it looks a great pattern. And I think that will be our aim for the summer, to get the Hume. And Jimbo, you're still going to do yours. We'll do it. I know it is super painful because it's beautiful. If I say so myself, it was enjoyable to knit. The knit for pearl, knit for pearl, and on the way back, it's a really easy pattern. And it looks really nice. Yeah, I think it did. No, I think I need a couple of inches on either side. There we go. But it's still going to be a yay. So it's a nay as in it's not going to fit, but I'm going to carry on with the Hume polo, and we'll have that for the summer, and I can go frolic around some some fields and have a photo shoot, couldn't we, Fizz? Antonio, good to see you, Antonio. All right, what's the name of the pattern again? It's called the Hume, Yume, and Fizz has popped it in the chat as always. Click on it. It's a beautiful, it's the construction, as we said, contiguous, but the construction of the polo itself, it's like a proper garment if you were sewing, because you've got the collar stand and then the collar itself. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Oh, there we are, everyone. That was fun. That was Finish It February. 4 yays, 3 nays, nothing going back into, well, it's called Finish It February. Yeah. So, yes, it is, isn't it? Because Finish It February should mean that you actually finish those in February. but we're carrying it on. We're giving ourselves extra deadlines, aren't we? Well, that was jolly enjoyable. We are going to finish it, and we're going to finish the show. That's 2 hours. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, it's whizzed by. Oh, we didn't even do the charts. Oh well, we'll release those in a little while. We'll say goodbye because I should be in bed. Oh, I've got to get up in the morning to go to the gym. Thank you very much for your company. It's been a real giggle. I hope you've enjoyed the relaxed show and going through it all and chatting and hanging out. Not much to do in the UK on a Sunday evening. And I know some of you are all around the world watching. In America, it's the afternoon, isn't it? 5 hours behind, Sunday afternoon, chilled out. Some of you are in Canada, Gary, doing the cleaning. I love it. It's really nice to have your company. Thank you also for those YouTube user and Emmy for the super chats. All helps to go to the shop, and we'll do shop stuff next week as we have the Woolpat show. The usual show with the guest of the year, the gallery, and with Kiwi James giving us an update on how he's doing with organising his wool weekend. And I've got to get knitting because I need to get that Te Hupanui beanie knitted for next Sunday, and you'll see me wearing it. If it should hopefully get it done, and it can be the pips for 8 o'clock. Thank you very much. Well, everyone's saying, Jenny, really enjoyed it. It's something nice to do something different, isn't it? I know people do like those chit chat shows, so it's nice to have a special show where we can just do that. Alison, what are you doing? You're off to meetings. Oh, so I can't remember where you are. Oh, lovely. During the day. Thank you, Julie. Lovely to have your company. And Terry, great one. Oh, you're very, very welcome. Thanks, Gary. Good luck with the cleaning. He's moving on to the bathroom. Oh, I hate that job. Get that bleach out. Cheers, Kiwi James. See you next week. Yes. I might send you a tech thing, and we'll just do a quick tech at some point. Julia, thank you for making me. There's no point shoveling, as you said. You're just going to be doing it for ages, aren't you? Oh, and Alison's in Australia. Oh, fabulous. Oh, you're very welcome, Antonio. Lovely to have your company. Cheers, Fram. Thank you all. There'll be no credits because I'm just going to press the end of the button. Don't forget to look in that cupboard. Look for that one project bag and see what you've got lurking. Will you find something that you've been looking for ages? Oh, I searched high and low for those too. Cheers, Rob. It's lovely to have your company. Toodle pip to you too, and Bertus. Happy knitting to you. It's great. Yes, looking forward to the podcast. Yes, next Thursday it will come, and then just listen or watch whenever you like. Thank you, Fizz. It's been brilliant. You've been superb with those links too. Really, really appreciate it. We'll do the charts later on or early tomorrow morning. See you next Sunday for our live, everyone. Cheers all, and I'm pressing the end button wherever it's gone. Oh, do you know what? Oh, there it is. There. Cheers, Fizz. See ya. Bye.